My name is Zuleyma Prado. I go by she, they, and I'm a creative director and photographer in Vancouver, BC. For me, what it means to be queer, honestly, it means to be brave, it means to be talented, it means to be resilient. It really just means to be a pillar, a stronghold, you know, like, not so much a stronghold, but more, I would say, like, I feel like being queer is way more heavier than people think, and like queerness, like to all spectrums, like, you know, I feel like I'm someone who comes from such an accepting family, but like even with them, I still like, there's just things that like they cannot understand, or like they just don't want to. And for me, I just like, yeah, when I'm asked that, that's the way I see it. I just see like queer people, it really means bravery, it means resilience, it means like, you know, picking yourself up when nobody wants to pick you back up. You know, it really means like championing yourself. Also like kind of having to like hold the light high up in the sky for the generations like that will come after you. And like, yeah, like for me, it's just such a big responsibility when it comes to like, I feel like queerness, and people don't talk about that enough. People are always talking about, we want liberation, right? Queerness is liberating. I'm like, honestly, I know for a fact there's probably bitches in the 1900s being like, oh, I'm gay as fuck, you know? But they were probably like, that's a lot of bravery. Like that, it's guts, baby. Like, it's guts, it's all things you know, with a creative uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Like, that is what queerness is to me. It is just like big balls. For me, having a space to share with the community and to open doors for, you know, queer and like people of color and just people coming from like walks of life that like, you know, might be way harder, maybe more challenging. For me, like, I want to have a space to show them that like they actually can do their thing. Like there is like, if this can be, you know, opening a curtain to like seeing their dream, a sneak peek of seeing what like life could look like for them, that's like, to me, that's just so, that's everything. Like I feel good because I know what it's like being that kid and not having anyone show me like what things could look like, and having to pioneer it myself, and like having friends along the way help me. But like, you know, I feel like for me, like I only realized what a studio was like because I made a studio. Like I didn't know, like I didn't have people be like, this is what a studio is supposed to look like or be like, operate like. For me, it's all been just like myself learning that. So, you know, I can imagine, and I know how hard that was, how overwhelming that is. And if I can just like be the end goal, you know, the end result for someone, and instead of someone having to do like what I did, and they could come here, you know, literally free of charge, have a day, like get their shit done, like, you know, that's something, even now I'm like, look, I wish like more people were like that. But like I said, like they're not in this like capitalist like system. And, you know, for us, our mission is really to like be the silver lining in Vancouver, especially when spaces here fucking I've seen some studios that are like boxes, and I'm like, how are we gonna work with that? Like, you know, and people don't realize that like when we're not in like spaces or like have room to develop our work, we have to get resourceful, but also we have to cut corners. And then that means that your work can't be expanded. Like it cannot, you know, there's a lot of like chokeholds. And for me, like, I'm a very sky's the limit bitch. So like, I do not like authority like that. I like, for me, feeling constrained in like my place that I like where, you know, all my dreams happen. No, there's no box in that place for me. Like there can't be. To get to a place where like now I'm able to be doing like full scale production days, you know, like really like helping people develop their brands, develop like how they want to like, you know, put that message out to the world. You know, for me, that's also, you know, I have a message to the world and stuff. I had those ideas. I know what it's like. I know what it means to like, you know, when people come and source work from me, it's because they're building their own empire. They're, you know, they've decided that they finally want high quality editorial photos from an amazing photographer, and they want to pay really well for it, and, you know, they want great product. And I know that and I can relate to that because I myself, right, I've pioneered this for myself because I have a dream. I have goals. I have things I want to do. And I feel like when keeping that in mind, as I like navigated like, you know, being a studio owner, developing this space, you know, there's a lot of thinking about myself, but also thinking about people like me and similar and what they would be coming in here to do. And I feel like my approach with like everything I've done has been like super thoughtful, you know, super like having that consideration. Yeah, and you know, for me to like be able to come so far and be able to do that, it really took a lot, you know, having the thoughtfulness, the consideration for myself. When I stare in the mirror, do I feel happy? Do I feel proud of this person that's looking back at me? Do I feel like she is, you know, living her truth? Do I feel like she is like overcoming her mental struggles, all this restraint, you know? And it's like some days I wake up and I'm like, like I don't see that girl, like, you know? And some days like you do, and navigating that, you know, it's something that for me, like, you know, you have to just be reminded, and you also have to like, you know, like when I think about having to stare at myself in that mirror, it makes me really think about what I'm doing now, you know, because at the end of the day, like there's gonna be a point in time today where I'm gonna stare in the mirror and probably wash my hands, you know? And I'm gonna think about everything I did today and everything I thought about. And, you know, for me, like, because I know that's coming, it really makes me think of like how much I wanna live my truth and how much I wanna like be here and like share what I need to share. Because at the end of the day, like, I do wanna look in the mirror and feel like, you know, she did her best, you know, she did what she could, and I can be proud of that. It is anti-community when you don't help yourself first and don't, you know, like you don't tend to your needs. When you're only tending to other people's needs in the community and not yourself, that is anti-community. Like, it is very destructive and self-destructive, and it really does start with you. So, you know, for me, I would say like a lot of this, a lot of how I got to even here was just like, you know, good support, but also like making sure that the people that don't support me are not in the picture, are not, you know, like the last thing you need is someone who's gonna hate right next to you. When someone like you just met online yesterday is gonna be like your biggest fan. Every fucking day you have to choose yourself. Like every fucking day. Like you wake up and you choose you.